So our season is rolling on here at Florida State as we are going to be hitting the road for this episode. First off on our hit list is going to be the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets here. This is a big game for us coming up. We're on a roll right now. And a team like Georgia Tech, I think we're healthily better than, but they are a top 20 team. Now, keep in mind, take that with a little grain of salt, right? They're 5-2 on the season, so it hasn't been the easiest road for them, But it'll be interesting to see how we shape out with it. So, welcome back to the channel for those of you returning, and if you are new here, welcome to Champ and Sons and all of our college football content. So before we jump into this battle against the Yellow Jackets, let's take a look at our recruiting. And, I can't be more happy with what we are seeing. Some of these guys here at the end, I wish we would see a little bit faster advancement, as far as moving from their top 5 or top 8 to top 5, then from top 5 to top 3. Yeah, obviously you'd like it to go a little bit faster. So you could go ahead and start narrow. If I can get these guys nailed down in the next couple of weeks, that's pretty much most of the in-season recruiting for the most part done, because I want to have plenty of stuff left over depending on what kind of transfers we have. Plus, you have the off-season recruiting, which there are times in which guys will decommit from schools. It has been seen. There is evidence that happens. You just got to actually look for it. But it's one of those. It does happen, so keep that option open, right? I don't want to fill up all 35 slots right now. But I do want to add in a couple additional offensive weapons. Ezekiel Toomer, 93 speed for a running back, 82 juke move, 88 change of direction. It says he's an elusive back, and everything on his stat-wise, you get him out in space, he's going to be tough to bring down. 6 foot, 187 pounds out of Orlando. This is our first time actually looking at him and doing any kind of recruiting on him, so we are 4th on his interest level, so hopefully that should come up. Quincy Dogby, wide receiver, deep threat. He's got speed. I will give him that. And I think some of his stats are they're okay, but I think if you compared his stats to someone like Nakua, you're going to see a lot of differences in where their strengths lie. So that's it for the recruiting. Let's hope that all goes well as we perform on the field, but let's get into that on-field performance as we jump into it with an interception by Connors on the defense. He comes back at the 20 and at the 30, bringing it back, all still going and on his feet until he's finally brought down at the 38-yard line. Connors spinning up the field looking like a wannabe receiver, making that interception catch. Georgia Tech was on the drive. That was their opening possession, but we were able to shut the door right there. And in this game, who knows how many possessions you're going to get, how many opportunities you're going to get. So every one that we can stop becomes that much bigger for us. Now here we are following that interception up on our ensuing drive. Smith, our freshman leader, has led us to an undefeated season, delivers a pass to Akuri right there over the middle, and he's going to get brought down at the 22-yard line, but he does pick up enough yardage for the first down. So that is going to be 1st and 10 for the Seminoles here from the 22 on the plus side of the field. Smith is going to be in the shotgun, 3-receiver set. He's got Connor Davis offset to his left side. Looking over the defense, has the snap in his hands, fires that one, drops it off to the running back Davis, who gets blasted. Ooh, Connor Davis could not hold on to that one after contact. Smith looked a little miffed at that, but good Lord. I wouldn't have expected him to hold on to that one after taking the hit. 2nd and 10, though, so Smith claps his hands, has the snap, Yellow Jackets blitz, fires it to the left side, and that one's almost intercepted. Ooh, they jumped right in front of that one. Almost took it back the other way. And I don't know how, Connor Davis was in front of him, but outside of that, I don't know who else was going to bring that kid down. So 3rd and 10, luckily. Smith has got the snap again, fires it to the right side. That is going to be caught, but brought down short of the line to gain by Muhammad Wusu as he makes his first catch of the afternoon. 4th and 1, we are going for it here. We're going to spread them out. 3 receivers set. Smith claps his hands, sends Burks in motion, has the snap. In the pocket, fires it across the middle. That's going to be intercepted, coming back the other way by the Yellow Jacket defense. Smith gives chase and takes his legs out from under him, and he will make the tackle at the 35-yard line. So let's just go interception for interception. What the hell, why not? As John Smith looked like a freshman on that play. Really did with that throw. There's really nothing that you could say that would make sense to you and why he threw that. But he did. He let it go, and as soon as it was out of his hands, Emery's sitting right there waiting for it, and he snags it. So now later in the first quarter, after our defense got another stop on the Yellow Jackets and forced a punt, here we are back moving the ball once again. The score is still 0-0, right? So neither team, I don't think, is really playing their best football right now. 2nd and 1, it's just going to be which team does step up here in this game. So 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, 2nd and 1. Smith, 4 wide, claps his hands, got the snap, hands it to Davis going to the left side, who gets hit and brought down after a gain about 6 yards on that one. And Shakir Allen for the Seminole offense, he does drop to the turf to obviously in discomfort, but he will get up and be able to take himself off the field, so hopefully he'll be able to make it back. That'd be a big-time loss for this offensive line. So now 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 14. Seminoles coming out in a wildcat formation. Davis gets over to Lane on the jet sweep, who's got space in front of him. Lane lowers his shoulders, met at the 2, and knocked out at the 1. Lane drops down at the 1-yard line. We check in Shakir Allen. He will be able to come back in. It may just take him a little bit to get back into this game. So 1st and goal from the 1 after that run. Hands it off, going left side, walks it in, untouched. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As Connor Davis punches that one in for the opening touchdown of the game. As the Seminoles fire the opening shots here on the road, taking on the Yellow Jackets, getting a lead on the number 19 team in the country here in the first quarter, 7-0. So now we're going to move ahead into the start of the second quarter. We were able to force a turnover and get the ball in good position. So Davis sending Lane in motion once again on the jet sweep. It's going to be an option pass. Fires it deep down the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The Wildcat option pass as he got it back to Smith, who threw it pretty dang quick. And that's one of those you kind of see the route as it develops pretty quickly. I mean, either both players that look to be open. Tunyon going down the right side was open as well. So now that we lead 14-0, here we are forcing another punt for the Yellow Jackets, and that's going to be returned by Akiri at his own 42. Cuts back to the right at midfield at the 50. Back across at the 40. Cuts it back in down the boundary, and finally pushed out of bounds at the 24-yard line. And the Seminoles have another player go down temporarily. He will be able to come off the field, so hopefully that means he's going to be able to come back on it. So great punt return there by Rico Akiri, getting it all the way back to the 24-yard line from his own 41. 1st and 10 Seminoles, just over 12 minutes to go in the second quarter. Smith going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide, 2-back set. Claps his hands, sends Lane in motion, has the snap. Quick throw to Lane on the left side. Lowering his shoulders, taking on 2 Yellow Jacket defenders. Not the smartest decision, because 2 is greater than 1, and Lane gets put on his keister after a 3-yard gain. So 2nd and 7 now. Seminoles going to come out in an I formation. Davis in the backfield. Smith under center, has the snap, hands it off to the right side. Big hole opens up. Davis pushing forward and brought down at the 11-yard line. Gain about 13 yards on that one to make it 1st and 10 here, just outside of a goal-to-go situation. 11 minutes to go in the second. Smith in the shotgun, 4 wide set, sends Burks in motion, has the snap in hand. In the pocket, throws it to the left side, hits Nakua, puts it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Threw that one far away to the outside. Sent Burks in motion. The defense kind of shifted their focus a little bit to the inside. And then right there on that little zig pattern that Nakua ran, he hit him on the deep outside, and just great athletic effort to cut that thing up right at the boundary and then to force his way into the end zone to get us a 3-score lead here in the second quarter. Now, after forcing another punt, we have it once again on offense. Our defense doing its job. Our offense looking to continue to do its job. As they hand it off up the middle, that's going to be brought down, but a flag is thrown, and yeah, it's holding. I think they showed Villano, yeah, on our tight end, Raymond Villano, as he's brought. It didn't even happen right at the line to gain. I mean, he wasn't even close to the play. So it's 1st and 16 after that penalty. And we hand that one off going to the right side, and we get bull rushed in the backfield. Loss of 4. James Hand comes flying through. He puts our offensive tackle, our right tackle, puts him on his butt. And that's going to make it 2nd and 20 now. So we send Burks in motion on 2nd and 20. Smith has the snap. Quick throw to the left side. He's got Nakua all by himself at the 20. 10, 5, touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Blown coverage. Smith saw it immediately. And just a great connection he has with Nakua. He saw that immediately, and he threw a dart to him. And the defense just completely caught out of sorts on that play as Nakua takes that to the end zone as we make this thing a 4-score game. And unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, it doesn't get much better as here in the 4th quarter, we've pulled out our starters a while back. Lane punches that one in, and that's going to make it 48-7 here right now in this game. It just kind of became a rough little beatdown. That happened. We put our backups in pretty early on there in the second half, so, give us some credit in that sense. But, hey, a beatdown is a beatdown is a beatdown. So we take massive lead right there. 48-7 is going to be the final score here in this one. We take out the number 19 Yellow Jackets, completely dominating them by 6 scores. Well, I guess technically if you go, 6 scores, because even 8 touchdowns or 5 touchdowns with two 2-point with 2-point conversions only gives you a 40-point deficit makeup. This is a 41. So yeah, I will take it. 6-score victory. On the road. It's a good way to start. We've had a lot of games at home. Haven't been tested on the road really this season. So it's good to see us answer the bell on that one. Now after that performance, we noticed we've started to move up a lot in some of these guys. Right? So Javier Aquino, Fisher, Thorne, we've made it all into the top 3 of their recruiting interest, basically. Their interest in us. We've made it into their top 3 selection. And for the most part, we're pretty much at first on all of their boards, too. And so we just got to kind of finish that off for the most part. But we're making pretty good headway. Oop, and Fisher is not in the top 3. It is top 3 yet. I thought he was. Not quite yet, but Thorne, Kelamet, Fala, those guys are. So we're going to go through. We're going to put some hard sells on. We're going to try to really push it to finish out the recruiting after this next game. And I think we'll be taking on Virginia Tech in the next one. So it'll be interesting what happens in that next game. But we've got to put on solid performances. We got these guys into the top 3. It is one of those things where, man, you kind of choke it away. You potentially are going to lose a recruit here in this final little push for them if you don't perform on the field. So we're going to have to make sure to do that. Dogby, Toomer, Addison, Ika, all these guys. I think we're moving in pretty well on them. Pretty good pace of improvement in their selection. So we'll just have to see how everything goes, right? Now we are going to continue this road trip. I said Virginia Tech was next, and they are. What I didn't say is where we were playing them. And we are playing them in their house. This is going to be a tough one. Virginia Tech is a tough environment to play in. It's not the easiest place to be. So hopefully we'll be able to put together a solid performance, because that's what it's going to take to win a game like this on the road. Now like I said, everybody is gunning for us right now. We are undefeated, number 2 in the country. Virginia Tech just cracked the top 25 after the last game. So let's go ahead and jump into this one as we open it early with the Wildcat reverse and hit Tunyon down the right sideline. He is moving slowly down the sideline, and he gets caught right at the 20-yard line. Tunyon, man, he was giving it a full effort, though. Give the kid some credit. He was chugging. That dude is pumping his arms. And he gets 55 yards. I'm not going to lie, I do think 56 or 57 may have been a little too tough for him to get to. But still, a great play by this offense, getting it started out there early, stretching out this field. Hopefully we can carry this kind of aggressiveness and, offensive forethought throughout the game. 1st and 10 now, following the big pass to Tunyon. Smith staying in the shotgun. Claps his hand, sends Burks in motion. Has the snap. In the pocket, fires over the middle, hits Akiri, who's brought down at the 7-yard line. Akiri gets brought down at the 7, enough for the first down, so that's going to make it 1st and goal here, Seminoles. So come out, I formation, Smith under center, Davis in the backfield. Hands off to Davis going to the right side. Breaks one tackler and is brought down at about the 4. It's going to be interesting to see where they do put him. Derek Yates for the Hokies does go down temporarily. He will be able to get himself off the field with assistance. So 2nd and goal following, they did mark him at the 4, by the way. 2nd and goal at the 4 following that first down run. Here we come out in a shotgun. Smith has it in his hands. Clean pocket, takes off up the middle, pushing forward, and Smith fights his way in against 3 Hokie defenders. Smith wins. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. John Smith powered that one in. Took on multiple Hokie defenders. As soon as he took off, he knew it was going to be a battle. And he lowered his shoulder, unafraid to meet the opponent. Right at about the goal line. And as good of a hit as the defender put on Smith, it just wasn't quite good enough. So Smith punches it in. Now, following that touchdown, our defense does its job and forces a quick 3 and out. So here we come right back at him on offense once again with the screen pass to Davis, who slips past multiple defenders and is brought down at the 7. The trusty old 7-yard line where we got to on our last possession here into the red zone. Was going to make it 1st and goal from the 7. So Smith and the Seminoles coming out in the shotgun. 3 receivers all to the left side. Burks is in the slot left. Lane in the backfield. Hands off to Lane going left. Cuts it back up the middle. Pushing forward. Lane, touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. The freshman powers that one home. Bouncing around. Dancing around defenders. Getting right to the goal line. And then lowering his shoulder and pushing his way in. Terrell Lane, the freshman running back that we brought in, the highly touted running back recruit, he's starting to really find his stride in this offense. And that gives us a 14-0 lead. Now, Hokies trying to challenge that 14-0 lead as they come on their offensive possession with an option keeper down the outside as they get to the edge, get to the corner, and he goes flying into the end zone. So our 14-0 lead doesn't last for very long as Burton and the Hokies offense marches their way down the field and ends up just diving into the end zone casually on an option keeper to cut our lead in half. Jimmy Burton, I believe he was their quarterback last season when they came into Tallahassee and really put a whipping on us. So we were looking to make this a little bit personal this game. Now they're trying to come back, and I ain't a fan of that. So with a 14-7 lead at the start of the second quarter, hopefully we can change our fortunes just a little bit here and recapture some momentum. Now Connor Davis, he picks up a good about 13-yard gain. He's got 7 carries for 37 yards, and that gives us a 1st and 10 inside the red zone to the 7. Coming out in the Wildcat once more. Davis sends Lane in motion, has the snap, gets it over to him on the jet sweep. Finds a little hole open and pushes through for 7 yards. Terrell Lane taking that jet sweep around for 7. A good little run, a good little play right there. An extension of the run game. It does a great job in getting some guys into space if you can put the blocks on. So 2nd and 3 from the I formation. Hands off to Davis. Squirms through the opening in the very center of that line and picks up just enough yardage for a 1st down. So that does make us 1st and goal. Not from the 7. I know you were curious, but we're 1st and goal from the 5. So here we come out, Smith in the shotgun formation, 4 wide set, looking to make changes before the play. He's got Davis offset to his left side. Has the snap in hand. In the pocket, fires it over, hits Burks, but he's brought down at the 1. Oh, what concentration to make the catch. He got hit right as the ball got there. and that was enough to knock him from being in the end zone. Now in the heavy set formation, under center, Smith, play action. Drops back, fires it over, hits Nunez. He hits him and takes it into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. This thing is back to a 2-score lead here on the road early in the second quarter, as that touchdown is going to make this thing a 21-7 ball game. Enrique Nunez coming out of the blocking position. Like I said, no one ever, I mean, we run this play semi-decently, but no one ever really expects it, just for the fact that he is always blocking, except for on that one version of that formation. So our defense, guess what, folks? They did their job and forced a punt. We're leading 21-7. We have possession of the ball on the move on the plus side of the field at the 36-yard line, trying to, maybe start putting way too much separation and put some nails in their coffin. As we get that to Burks on the end around, and he fights forward to pick up just enough yardage to get the first down. I mean, that's well played by the Hokie defense right there. So 1st and 10 Seminoles going to be in a shotgun 4 wide. As this time he sends Nakua in motion. Has the snap. Blitz comes. He hits Nakua across the field. Wide open at the 20-yard line. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Seminoles. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Nakua coming across the field practically wide open. He did have a trailing defender, but he was too fast for him. And then once he made the catch, Nakua just pure speed into the end zone. That's going to give us a 3-score lead once again here in this game, as we find Nakua on the offensive side, and it's going to pay off big time. Speed is what we've always operated on as an offense, no matter what team we're in. So it's good to see the speed really being highlighted in the way this offense is playing now. 1st and 10 later in the second quarter. We now lead 31-7 after adding a field goal. As they're going to try, they squeeze that pass through 2 defenders. Oh my goodness, it got tipped and falls straight into his hands. You got to be kidding me. Hokies on the move. 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We lead 31-7 after adding a field goal. As they come through, have the snap. Quick throw to the left side. Hits his receiver. He's got space. He's got an opening in front of him, and he's got speed. No one's going to get him. Oh, my goodness. That play was so horrible. It was great. The wide receiver screen. I mean, yeah, they had him blocked, but it's so far out wide. George Townsend, the sophomore receiver for the Hokies, comes up with a big play right there, and he takes it to the house. So that's going to cut into our lead just a little bit here, and we are north of the 2-minute warning for the first half. So it's 31-14. In fact, here we are coming out of the 2-minute warning, facing the 2nd and 7. Following that touchdown, needing to respond. Smith claps his hands, has the snap. Pressure comes, fires over the middle. What is Smith doing? It's intercepted. It gets intercepted. He threw a stupid pass over the middle. Pressure was coming. Pressure was bearing down on him. And he threw it up for grabs, and Tim LeConte, the sophomore defensive back for the Hokies, makes the interception. So here comes a Hokie offense now. We only lead by 17. Fires it over the middle. Hits his receiver coming across as he picks up 8 yards. Burton is 10 of 11 on the day for 152 yards. So that's going to make it 2nd and 2, and there's a flag on the play. And, of course, just by seeing that, they're going to call encroachment. And, I mean, that's just so stupid. I try to do hard snaps when I'm on offense, and, dude, they hardly ever. And I've always figured maybe it has something to do with changing players, but no, it doesn't really. I still get them even if I don't change players. So 1st and 10. Now following that penalty, as they have it over the middle. That one's almost intercepted, but it got caught. I thought it got dropped. The receiver caught that for a 7-yard gain. You've got to be kidding me. So 2nd and 3 from the 4-yard line. 40 seconds in the first half remain. Burton fires that one up, and it's cut. No, it dropped it. He dropped it. Woo. Oh, my goodness. I thought they allowed him to catch that one. Oh, that was going to be frustrating. So now it's 3rd and 3 from the 4. All by his lonesome. Burton goes 5 wide. Takes off immediately. Throws it to the left side. Almost intercepted. Oh, oh my goodness, that would force a field goal opportunity. Oh my God, almost intercepted right there. So we do still have a 2-score lead here at halftime, 31-17. We're 16 of 21 for 230 yards. They're 11 of 14 for 159. 4 passing touchdowns compared to their 2. Now, I'll say normally I would think if you would see the stat line without the touchdowns, right, to start, between both of our quarterbacks, you'd say, yeah, one has got, decent percentage of completion, but not very many yards. So their offense isn't really moving. And then you'd see the other side. They got to be moving. They probably are lighting up the scoreboard because, remember, this is just the first half. But it's a lot closer than what it should be. And the Hokies are going to start with the ball on offense here in the second half as they hand that one off up the middle. Gets past one tackler, gets past another, being chased down the left side, and finally his legs get taken out from under him. And he's brought down at the 9. John Froholt, the running back here for the Hokies, picks up big yards. And that's going to make it 1st and goal from the 9. Quick throw to the right. It bounced off Copper's head. Oh, our linebacker Copper got his head right in the way. Why did you not intercept that one? That's going to make it 2nd and goal now from the 9. Burton in the shotgun, has it in his hands, hands it off going to the right side. Hole opens up, takes it outside, and brought down at the 5. Ooh, that was close. Froholt's got 124 yards on the ground already. We're starting to see this impact really come through here in the second half on this opening drive. Sends him out in motion on 3rd and goal. Pressure comes, and he gets right past 2 tacklers. And then Copper doesn't even react, and Burton walks it into the end zone. What was that? 2 defenders collapse in on him in the pocket. Both miss. And then Copper's just sitting there on the field. Doesn't even react to Burton running. Copper just sitting there playing with his little feller or something. And then realize, oh wait, the game's on. He makes a dive, but it's useless. So now it's a 1-score game. So here we come out, needing to make something happen. Throwing the slant, it's going to be intercepted. Smith has another one picked for him. Oh my God, back-to-back interceptions here in the second half. We're not even 3 minutes in. Hokies already put up 7. And that time they hand that one off to the left side as Froholt picks up about 3 yards on that one to make it 2nd and 7 from the 12. So now about 11 and a half minutes to go in the third quarter. Game's 31-24. Hokies on a mad dash comeback as they hand that to the left side, gets around the edge. Froholt gets his legs taken out, and he goes down at the 8-yard line. That's going to make it 3rd and 4 now. The 3rd and 4 from the 8, going to be in a shotgun. Burton going 3 wide set. Has the snap in hand. Quick throw to the right side. Hits his receiver, who's brought down. That wasn't Froholt that caught it, no. But hit him. He gets to the line to gain. So now it's 1st and goal. You've got to be kidding me. 1st and goal from the 4. Burton claps his hands, has the snap once more. Hands it off going to the right side. Hit by Copper. He gets away. He gets away again. 2 defenders had him. Froholt wanted to be a little scataboo wannabe. Froholt powers through multiple tacklers into the end zone. This game is now tied. It's gotten out of hand. 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. It took a total of 6 minutes in the second half of football to have this game get out of hand as we throw another interception. What is Smith thinking? I mean, come on. I know he's a freshman, but now he's starting to look like it. And following the interception, why not? The Hokies already put up 14 unanswered this half. As we come on a blitz, 1st and 10, Burton escapes to the left side. Gets past one and another and walks it in. What is going on? Our defense has given up 21 unanswered points in about 7 minutes of football in the second half. And now we've lost the lead. If you haven't noticed the scoreboard, it is 38-31 with 5.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Davis, one of our consistently best offensive weapons, cracks the 100-yard mark on that 4-yard rush. He's got 16 carries for over 100. So on 2nd and 6, needing something positive to happen, Smith fires that one over. He's going to hit Burks coming down the left side. He's got space. Cuts it back at the 30. He's at the 20. He escapes. 10-5. Touchdown Seminoles. It ain't over yet. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Burks comes across the field, makes that catch, and then it was just pure speed down the rest of the way. I mean, there were some good blocks, too. That downfield blocking by his fellow wide receivers, that was actually pretty well on point. Made it so he only had to really get past one defender. And once he got past him, I mean, then it was just a foot race. See that block by Akiri, Nakua getting in the way there. It left the one safety that he got past, and then Burks was going to win that foot race. I mean, they looked a lot closer than what they really were. So that would tie it up. Now here in the fourth quarter, after the Hokies put up another damn touchdown, we're trying to drive to get a tie once again. Hit Nakua coming across the field as he picks up 7 yards. So that's going to make it 2nd and 3 now. This time right about the midfield, at the midfield stripe. 2nd and 3. Smith hands it off to Davis to the right side. He gets hit, stood up, and still, drags his feet and the defender about another yard and a half as he makes it 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2 from the 48. Smith in the shotgun, 4 wide set, claps his hands, sends Burks in motion. Has the snap in hand. Deep throw to the left side, going for Nakua. Jump ball, and it's going to be intercepted by the Hokie defense, and they're coming right back at us with it. Bounces off one, and finally Rico Akiri drags him down. Was that the 5th damned interception we've thrown this game? John Smith, our freshman, who's had an amazing first half of the season. He's 7-0, number 2 team in the country, and he is playing like a freshman. Now that last interception didn't harm us too bad, so we've got the ball once again here. 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Smith still firing it through the air. You gotta love seeing a coach that's not going to give up on a kid like that. Let him fight it out at this point. He's the best option we got. Let him fight through it. 2nd and inches from the 31. John Smith with the misread on the option. Oh my goodness, he's done so well with that earlier on. Why is he playing like this? 3rd and 5. Smith comes out in the shotgun, 4 wide set, has a snap in hand, drifts in the back, drops that pass off, and it is going to be caught. Oh, wow. Burks coming across the field, makes his 6th catch of the day. He's got 120 yards, and that was probably one of the biggest catches he's made outside of the touchdown. 1st and 10 now. Fires over, hits Burks once again, trying to have the Burke magic. Just didn't have it on that reception. But he does pick up 8 yards, so 2nd and 2. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Going to be in a shotgun, 3 wide left. Has the snap, hands it off to Davis, going to the left side. Hit and brought down at the 17. More than enough for the first down. Connor Davis has 19 rushes for about 140 yards, give or take. So 1st and 10 inside the red zone at the 17. We trail by 7, 45-38. They hand that one off to Davis as he picks up only about 2 yards right there. And that's going to make it 2nd and 8 down to the 15. So Smith staying in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 of them to the left side. He's got the snap in hand. Smith tries to take off, hit and dropped. They're going to give him a sack on that one. That's pitiful. That was a pitiful play by Smith. He's got to be smarter than that. 3rd and 9. Smith claps his hands, sends Burks in motion. As the snap rolls out to his right side, he's got space in front of him. Pushing forward, fighting. Touchdown Seminoles. He gets it into the end zone. Touchdown Smith. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. From the snap of that ball, and he took off, he was not going to be denied that touchdown. So now that it's a tie game, after that one, here comes the Hokies with it. About 2 minutes remaining. Burton fires that to the left side, hits his receiver, who does step out of bounds, saving us from having to use a timeout. Making it 2nd and 7 from the 45 on our side. So Burton going to be in the shotgun all by his lonesome. 5 wide this time. Looks over the defense, has the snap. Quick throw to the right side, hits his receiver. Breaks one tackle and is finally brought down after a gain of about 4 yards on that one. That's going to make it 3rd and 3. So going, hurry up. No huddle here. Looks to the sideline. Burton, they have the play. He's looking over the defense, has it in his hands now. Fires quickly over the middle, wide open receiver, and that's going to be a good yardage down to the 31. 1st and 10 Hokies. 1 minute to go. We're going to have to start using our timeout somehow, some way. Got to be smart with it, though. Hand that off to going to the right side to Froholt. He's hit and stood up and brought down quickly. And we do use our first timeout here of the second half. 58 seconds remaining in it. They have it at the 30-yard line. We have to get this stop. 2nd and 8. Burton hands it off to the right. Froholt has the corner. He's got the edge at the 10-5. And Froholt into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, you've got to be kidding. Maybe this is for the better. Maybe it is. I don't know. But at least I guess we get the ball back with a semi-decent amount of time. 49 seconds. Smith, with 2 timeouts in his pocket, drops back. Fires over and hit Burks. He's got space going, taking off down the left sideline. And he'll step out at the 45 on our side of the field. He's got 152 yards on 8 catches now, and the clock does stop. 42 seconds remaining. We trail by 7. 52-45 in this defensive juggernaut of a game. 1st and 10. Smith and the Seminoles come out in the 4-wide shotgun set. Has it in his hands. Smith takes off up the middle. He's got space. Crosses the 50 at the 40 and brought down at the 37-yard line. We'll use our 2nd timeout right there. Try to get ourselves reset. 37 yards and 36 seconds away from a tie. Or we could go for the win. Well, we got to get in the end zone first either way. Smith from the shotgun has the snap in hand. Fires out across the middle. He's going to hit Davis coming out of the backfield and gets it all the way down to the 16-yard line. Davis came out of the backfield, gets the catch in space, and takes off down to the 16 and out of bounds. 16 yards and 30 seconds away is what we need. So Smith sends Burks in motion once again. Has it in his hands. Pressure comes, fires it to the right side. It's intercepted. And here they come right back at us at the 50-yard line, 40, 30 as we give chase and no one's going to get him. You've got to be kidding me. 87-yard pick 6. Puts the nail in our coffin, the stake in our heart. And that's going to give us our first defeat of the season, 59-45. Virginia Tech's got our numbers 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row that they have beaten us. Oh, that's disappointing. We generally, outside of the defense, obviously, we played well. And even I can't say too much about the defense because Smith threw about 6 interceptions in the game. Oh, turnovers killed us. We're going to have to do better for the remainder of the season. Minor setback. The season is not over. We're 8 games in. We got 4 games left. We still have an opportunity to play for the conference championship, but we got to come through well for our team. Now, thankfully, we had gotten enough interest from these guys as they are committing to us a lot of the 4 stars that we've added on here at the end, which is a good sight to see. Now, we got the final 4 games coming up the next couple episodes. So let's get this thing going. Let's keep it rolling. Get it back on the right track. We've dropped to number 8. But like I said, it's not over. A lot more football left in this season. All of that starts, though, next episode. And I will see y'all in that episode. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit it already. And I will see y'all next time, everybody. So as always, stay safe. And, well, y'all know how it goes from here, right? Later, y'all.